Hello and welcome back to my channel. If you're seeing my face for the very first time, my name is Abby and this is Mary Shuttle, where I talk about study abroad, immigration, and everything travel. If you're interested in this type of content, feel free to hit the subscribe button below, turn on your notification bell so you get notified whenever I put up a new video. And with all that being said, let's get into today's. So today I have a guest, and all the way from the UK, he's going to give us his gist of how he moved from Nigeria to the UK and share some lessons. Meet Mr. Kosi.
Thank you, Abby, for having me. It's a pleasure. It's a pleasure.
Okay. So yes, Mr. Kosi is a lecturer in a university in Nigeria, and he's currently in the UK studying his PhD, right?
Yeah.
Why I had to get him here was he has gotten 2 scholarships to the UK. So he's going to give us the gist of how he got it and how it's going. So Mr. Kosi, tell us about your scholarships.
Okay. Thank you very much. So I'm Christian Anomodu. I'm Nigerian. Okay. So I did my first degree at Imo State University, Owerri, and I studied microbiology. So subsequently, I did the NYC. During the NYC, I lectured at the Akwa Ibom State Polytechnic. And then I found my way to the Federal University of Tokyo in Nigeria, where I started as a graduate assistant, also in microbiology department. So I think most of my life I've been in the academia, the university system. So at Otoke, I lectured, but then I knew that, of course, if you want to progress, you have to go for higher degrees, so a master's degree. I chose the UK then. Well, I didn't exactly choose the UK. The UK happened on me because, to be fair, I applied to different countries, and it was the UK that eventually I got the scholarship that allowed me to come. So that would actually bring me to the first point. If I'm going to give advice on scholarship, you don't have to be particular about the scholarship, about the country. If you want to go to Canada, if it is Canada you want to go to, you apply only to Canada if you have money. But you should apply to Canada, apply to the US, apply to the UK, apply to everywhere. Anyone that eventually gives it to you, you can then say, oh, God wants me to go to the UK or something like that. Okay. So my first degree was in microbiology, but during my master's, I studied advanced food safety. Of course, if you ask me today, I will tell you that I have passion for food, food safety, microbial contamination of food, and what have you. I will tell you that food is the future of tomorrow, and we need to make sure that our food is secure and safe. But the truth is, the reason why I studied advanced food safety is because I got a scholarship to study advanced food safety. During my applications, I applied for public health, I applied for biotechnology, I applied for biostatistics, I applied for anything I could apply for. When I got food safety, I knew I wanted to study food safety because I got the scholarship. So, different people have different backgrounds. So you may be coming from the Faculty of Sciences, like me, like Abby, biological sciences. You may be coming from the Faculty of Humanities. And if your first degree is in Nigeria, I'm going to tell you that the way we compartmentalize our studies is not actually the reality out there. Education is more interdisciplinary or multidisciplinary, okay? So you can study one thing and progress to doing another thing. If you study history, there's nothing stopping you from applying for an MSc in political science, okay? If you study microbiology, nothing stops you from going to food safety. If you're applying for schools and admissions and scholarships, apply for everything that you can do. Don't restrict yourself. If there is a course you did in your 300 level, in your 400 level, any course whatsoever that is on your transcript, you can apply for an MSc or a PhD on that particular topic.
For your MSc, you got a scholarship. Which scholarship was that?
So for the MSc, I used the Commonwealth Shared Scholarship. They are the ones that sponsored me. But I'm not going to just talk about only the one I used to come to the UK, okay, because I applied for more than that. Okay, it's an end-sum game, if I'm going to say it like that. Anyone that gives you, you take, but you need to also open yourself up to opportunities. So generally, I'm going to talk mainly about the UK because I'm going to say that's where I have most of my experiences. If you want to come to the UK using a scholarship, the first bit is to apply for admissions, okay? Before you go for the scholarship, if you want to apply for admissions, I don't know if you've said this already in your channel, but you just need a few things. You just need to have your transcript. You can use your student copy of the transcript, it's okay. If you have the money, you can send your transcript to West for verification and you can use it to apply everywhere, but your student transcript is okay. Then you need your degree certificate or your statement of results, your WAEC, your international passport, I think, or your national ID card. And you need to write a statement of purpose. But to be fair, most admissions are straightforward. Now, if you want to apply for scholarship, I try to say that maybe there are 3 groups of scholarships. I'm going to say maybe 3 or 4 groups. I want to categorize it like this so that it may be easy for the audience to follow. The first group I'm going to say are scholarships that are being offered by agencies and bodies in Nigeria, okay? So there are people funding students in Nigeria. I'm aware that almost all state governments in Nigeria send their citizens out abroad, outside, to study. You have the Bayelsa State Scholarship Board. You have the Anambra State Scholarship Board. You just need to actually check the Ministry of Education, your state Ministry of Education, to know the scholarships that are available for indigents of the state. I mean, some local governments give scholarships. I have a friend, he studied his PhD at Birmingham. He's from, what's it called? This island in Rivers State. What's it called again? Bonny Island, yeah. So the Bonny Kingdom, they were the ones that gave him the scholarship. You get? So the Bayelsa State government sent indigents from the 8 local governments to the UK, just like that, okay? Apart from your state scholarship, you have the Federal Ministry of Education. That's what is called the BEA scholarship, Bilateral Education Agreement Scholarship. I know this may be a lot of information, but the scholarship is out there. There are a lot of countries that have bilateral education agreement with Nigeria. That is, if you send us your people, we'll send you your people. So something like the MEST scholarship, Japan. Japan is one of the greatest countries out there. We have an education agreement with Japan, and Nigeria every year sends students to Japan. You just need to look for that information and apply to it. You have agencies, NLNG. NLNG gives scholarships every year. Okay, NLNG, Nigerian Liquefied Natural Gas, they give scholarship, and it's not only gas and petrol. They give scholarship to engineering, they give scholarship for legal studies, they give scholarship for conflict resolution, because there's a lot of conflict associated with oil exploration activities in Nigeria, okay? So look for the scholarship, and when you're applying, you need to apply and apply to a course and make your application to suit the scope of that particular scholarship. If you're a lawyer and you want to apply for NLNG, please don't apply for corporate law, consumer law. Look for an admission in maritime law. And you can bend it, because maritime law is in tandem with what NLNG is doing. I don't know if you get.
Yeah.
If you studied biochemistry, there's no point going to apply for clinical biochemistry and then you start looking for scholarship with NLNG. They won't give you. When you studied biochemistry, look for bioremediation, ecotoxicology, courses like that, MSc in ecotoxicology. And when you come back to NLNG to apply, you say, I want to study ecotoxicology because gas operation and oil exploratory activities can cause some impact on the environment. Knowledge of this particular area of science, you help me to come back to Nigeria and contribute to the remediation of polluted environment associated with oil exploration or gas exploration. NLNG will give you. Because even though what you are studying is not directly gas, but it feeds back to whatever it is they are doing. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Similarly, you have NDDC. You have NDDC scholarship. They give scholarships every year. But NDDC is limited to people from NDDC states. That's Rivers, Bayelsa, Imo, Ogun, Akwa Ibom, and Cross River, those kind of states. Okay. You have the PTDF, Petroleum Technology or Trust Development Fund. That one gives scholarship to individuals all over Nigeria. Each state, they give about 6 people every year. Okay, so again, look at the scholarship, look at their scope, and apply to courses that may relate to what they are funding. So I don't want to keep going. You have the Shell, you have the Chevron, there are so many of them. So all these fall under just one group of scholarship, the ones that are being sponsored by agencies in Nigeria. Also importantly, in Nigeria, you can apply to the Commonwealth Scholarship through the Nigerian Federal Scholarship Board. Okay. The second group of scholarships you may be looking at are scholarships that are funded by international bodies. Okay. You have WHO giving some scholarships. Okay. You have, I said Commonwealth, you can apply for it through the Nigerian Federal Scholarship Board, but you can also apply to Commonwealth Shared. It is being given by the Commonwealth Commission. Okay. You have, for the UK, you have what is called the Chevening Scholarship, which you can apply for also. You have another scholarship, and there's one that is targeted at women in sciences from sub-Saharan Africa. You can actually get that. For Germany, they have the Schlumberger Scholarship. They're just going out of it. And I don't know. There is this, if you go to Facebook, there's groups, there's scholarship groups like Scholars for Dev, Scholarships for Africa. You can follow those groups and you're going to see a list of international scholarships that are open to Nigerians. Okay. So you target it and you pick it and you get. And the third group I like to say is the scholarships that are being given by universities within the UK. There are more than 200 universities in the UK, and each one of them have one form of scholarship or the other. Usually they come under the name such as Merit Scholarship, Vice Chancellor Scholarship, Excellence Scholarships, Scholarship for Sub-Saharan Africans. When you go to a school, you have to be systematic about this one. For example, what I did when I was looking for admission was to get the list of schools in the UK. And to be fair, all the schools are good. The schools have ranking. Oh, you have Oxford, you have Cambridge, you have Manchester and these, but all of them are schools. Don't be too particular about the school. Don't be too particular about the course, because you're basically looking for free money. Get the list of the schools. Explore the courses that are on offer. If, for example, you study the course that has bio inside it, microbiology, biochemistry, biology, biotechnology, any other course that has bio in the name, you can apply for it. Okay, so you've checked the courses on offer. Each university has the fees and funding segment. you click on it, you check the scholarships, okay? Usually they can be 100% scholarship or a 50% scholarship, or even some scholarship you pay for your tuition and still give you stipend for you to, for your living cost, okay? So sometimes, if you go to the fees and funding, they'll tell you this scholarship is only for individuals applying to so and so courses. So that was why I say check the course. If your course fits, you apply to it. The general rule of thumb is don't bother applying for any admission. Don't bother applying for any course if there is no scholarship that is giving you at least 50% discount. That way, you don't just waste your time. You know that I apply for this course, I apply for the associated scholarship. If it works, it works. If it doesn't, we'll go to the next one, okay? So, yeah, then you have the Commonwealth Shared Scholarship. That was the one I used. The Commonwealth Shared Scholarship, again, is from the Commonwealth Commission. But this time around, the Commonwealth is sharing it. That's what it's called shared. It's sharing it with universities within the UK. So universities within the UK are going to nominate some courses and say, any student applies to this particular course are eligible to apply to Commonwealth for the Commonwealth Shared Scholarship. So you check, you look out for that one, you apply for the scholarship, and hopefully it can click. So these are the scholarships. For me, I use the Commonwealth Shared, okay?
Okay. For the Commonwealth Shared Scholarship, what are like the requirements? Must you have a very high CGPA, or even if you are on a 2-2 or on a 3rd class, you can apply for this scholarship?
So for most scholarships, they would want you to have a 2-1 for most of them. Commonwealth Shared, but then other scholarships, you need 2-2 is okay, to be fair. NLNG, I know NLNG needs 2-1. NDDC, 2-2 is okay. I don't know if 3rd class is okay with NDDC. I think 3rd class is okay with NDDC. But if you have 3rd class, you have to balance it off. 3rd class academics, you need to balance it off with experience, okay? Yeah. Those with 3rd class actually have to work harder. PTDF takes 2-2, I think.
Oh,
okay, they take 2-2. So you need to check each scholarship. You have eligibility criteria. Okay, you need to check that you meet it. I think the scholarship for women in STEM in sub-Saharan Africa also takes 2-2.
Okay.
Okay, so just check the eligibility, and it pays to check it so that you don't waste your time and then someone will tell you don't meet the eligibility criteria. So for the Commonwealth Scholarship, Commonwealth Shared that I used, I think the eligibility criteria was a 2-1, and you must be from a Commonwealth state. That is a state that has a relationship with the UK. Nigeria, of course, is one of them.
Yeah.
And that's basically it.